subjects that I teach are geography and history in English, and also literature. And my students' age is between 15 years old to 17 years old. The topic of my learning scenario is the risk of extinction of pollinators insects. The age of my students is from 14, 15 years old to 17. And the goal, the aim of the learning scenario was to raise awareness of my students towards biodiversity, habitat, and ecological issues. The implementation of the learning scenario went very well because students were involved in a variety of activities and tasks. All the tasks were very connected to the real life, to the everyday life. The tasks and activities they mostly liked were, for example, the game-based activities, such as the Pollinators Park Museum visit with the virtual reality, immersive reality approach, but also, for example, the outdoor activity on studying and analyzing the environment around the school and their houses to explore the insect and the pollinators around the place where they live. But also the campaign, for example, the final outcome of my learning scenario was a really great activity to underline, to highlight the protagonism of my students, because they were the protagonists of this campaign to save the pollinators insects and to move the interest of the other people towards this problem. When I was a student, I studied in a scientific high school, but after I decided to go to the university to study social sciences and humanities. That's why I think that every one of us is a hybrid, especially during the high school. You can have lots of interests. And this is the same, I think, for my students. We have to cultivate, we have to boost the multiple interests. And so one approach is not enough to go to meet, to encounter all the curiosities of our students they have about the world around us. So I think that 60 degrees vision of knowledge and culture is something, it's a must for our teachers. And that's why my tip, my suggestion is to try to match always non-STEM with STEM subjects. My advice for non-STEM subjects teacher to include STEM subjects in their curriculum and syllabus is to find a starting point that is also can be combined with the STEM subjects in order to work on a project-based learning, because I think that STEM subjects are used to work in this approach, but humanities teacher not always use the project-based learning. It's a great opportunity, it's a great occasion to work with our colleagues from STEM subjects, because to have a staff vision, I mean a collaborative vision with other colleagues to improve the students' learning pathway is the best way to collaborate in a school. So I always search for staff working, for cooperation with my colleagues, especially from STEM subjects, because I really work very well with them, always to give to the students the possibility to use all the multiple intelligence he has.